Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Congressman Tom Rooney here, coming to you from Washington, D.C. to give you an update as to what happened this week in Congress. With all of the news coming out of Washington, I know many of you have been asking about the House Intelligence Committee's Russia investigation. As one of the lead investigators, along with Trey Gowdy from South Carolina, I want to maintain the sanctity of the process and the integrity of this investigation. With that being said, I will not be commenting on anything having to do with the details of the investigation until the committee has issued its full bipartisan report at the investigation's conclusion. I take my seat on the Intelligence Committee very seriously, and I'm wholly committed to protecting our national security. I pledge to you this: my charge is to follow the evidence where it leads and to seek the truth, whatever that may be. I swore as a former Army officer and as a member of Congress 5 times to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, and that is exactly what I intend to do here. Let me be clear. The appointment of the former FBI Director Robert Mueller as special counsel by the Department of Justice is separate from our investigation and oversight of the intelligence community, the CIA, the NSA, and the like. It was never our charge, nor should it be, to investigate whether a crime has been committed. That is the jurisdiction of the Justice Department, and Director Mueller, not ours, on the House Intelligence Committee. In the end, it's our goal to issue a report and make recommendations to the intelligence community on how we can better keep our country safe. If we find any criminal wrongdoing, it will, of course, be referred to the Justice Department. Also this week, we as a nation celebrated the 65th Annual National Police Week, originally proclaimed by President John F. Kennedy in 1962. National Police Week allows all of us to pay special recognition to law enforcement officers, especially those who have lost their lives in the line of duty for the safety and protection of others. On Tuesday, I had the honor of participating in the Sarasota County Law Enforcement Memorial Service. We honored the lives of the Florida police officers who were killed in the line of duty over this last year. It was humbling to stand with the countless officers, honoring the ultimate sacrifices of the officers we lost and praying for them and their families during this solemn time. As the grandson of a former Pittsburgh police officer named Big Joe Sully, I want to say a personal thank you for leaving your homes and families every day to protect our families. Also this week, I co-hosted a briefing highlighting the alternate therapies our armed forces and nonprofits are using to help combat veterans assimilate back into everyday life. I serve as co-chairman of the Military Mental Health Caucus and the Congressional Brain Injury Task Force. I've seen firsthand the impact that alternative therapies can make in a veteran's life. My wife and I both served on active duty in the Army, and many of our friends and people we served with deployed to combat zones. It's encouraging to see the progress that we have made when it comes to diagnosing and treating TBI and PTSD, which are signature wounds of the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. The briefing highlighted the work of service dogs and art therapy as ways for veterans to cope with PTSD and TBI. Though we have come a long way, there's still a lot of work to be done. And I recently spoke with the new VA Secretary, Shulkin, who is committed to ensuring that we use the best, most effective, and creative ways to help veterans reassimilate into society and gain back control of their lives. And finally, this past district work week, I traveled to Highlands County to visit high school students participating in the junior ROTC programs and the American government programs at both Avon Park High School and Sebring High School. I also participated in a 4-H event in Sebring and got to have my farewell dinner with 2 of the cadets that I nominated to the Air Force Academy and the Navy Academy. It was a great work week, and I got to spend a lot of time with the youth of Florida's heartland, and I can tell you the future looks bright. Thanks again for taking the time to listen to this message. I hope that you and your families have a great weekend.